Here's your last Jumpstart for this week. It comes from Ephesians chapter 5, verses 15 and 16. Paul writes, says, "Pay careful attention then to how you walk, not as unwise people, but as wise, making the most of the time because the days are evil." You know, we spend a lot of time watching the news, looking at social media, keeping up with all of the ways that the days are evil. None of us would refute that, right? We can all see that the days are growing more and more evil. But if we camp out on that truth, we're never going to do what we're asked to do in this passage, which is make the most of the time by paying careful attention to how you live. Now, in context, before he even gets to these verses, he's talking about how we need to live a life that imitates God, that we need to live a life that recognizes that we once were in darkness, but now we're in light. It literally says a couple verses above our passage, "Therefore, do not become partners with those who deceive you with empty arguments." In other words, pay attention to how you live. Can I just tell you this? When you partner with truth in the way that you live, what you're actually doing is your life is redeeming the time that we have to tell people about light, about Jesus, about love, about the good news of the gospel. And so what you do from this morning through the weekend, I want you to think about how much time do you have? How many hours, how many minutes do you have over this weekend? And ask God to redeem it. Ask God to help you make the most of every opportunity you have to redeem the time and point people to Jesus, to redeem the time by partnering with the truth and living according to what the Word of God says. I know that when you do that, you're going to find yourself having conversations with people, and you're going to say things to them, and they're going to say back to you, "That's exactly what I needed to hear at exactly this moment." He uses us to do that all the time, and he's going to use you this weekend. I'm going to pray for you, and then you're going to go and live the truth of the gospel in front of people. Father, I just bless our gathering family as we head out of the week and into the weekend. And I pray that as they partner with the truth of your word, as they partner with light and not with the darkness, as they remember again, like their new identity is, I was called out of darkness and I'm called into light. As they remember that and live their lives according to that truth, I pray that you would use them to redeem the time, make the most of their days, because the days we're living in are evil, but you've called us to step into that place and share a different message of hope in your name, Jesus.